Hi there and welcome to this video for Senior Physics on Motion. In this video we're going to explore the idea of bearings and the two forms of bearings that we happen to use here at St Hilda's in the classroom, which will denote the direction that an object happens to be moving. Now we've got two ways in which we can show our direction. The first form is a true bearing. Now a true bearing works on the idea that we're looking at a proportion of a circle. It's measured using three significant figures and uses the idea that a circle has 360 degrees. 0 starts at north and then we move 360 degrees, which will take us straight back to where we're facing. So we would write our angle that we happen to move through from north in three significant figures based on that 360 degree circle. So for example, 53 degrees would be written as 0, 53 degrees. Now that means we're starting at north and I'm moving through 53 degrees of the circle. Now the 0 at the front is there because we have to write it in three significant figures. Obviously if we've already got three significant figures, it's not a problem, we just fill it in as normal. Now the other form is a compass heading. Now in a compass heading, what we always do, or how we would write it, is the direction that we happen to be pointing is the first letter of our direction. So for example, if I'm facing west, I put a W. If I'm facing south, I put an S. East, I put an E. North, I put an N. Then I basically work out the angle which I turn through between 0 and 90 from the place where I'm facing. So then I'm placing my angle, and then I basically talk about the direction which I happen to be moving through. So obviously if I'll be moving clockwise or anti-clockwise will determine whether I'm going to be working on the north, south, east, west, etc. So if I'm facing west and I move clockwise, then the result is I will basically be moving in a anti-clockwise direction. If I happen to be facing west and moving in an anti-clockwise, then I'll be moving in a southerly direction. And of course there'll be an angle between 0 and 90. So for example, if I've got 53 degrees west of north, that means I start at north. So I put an N to start off with. I move 53 degrees. In this case, it's anti-clockwise, and it's in the westerly direction. So I go 53 degrees west. So I'm moving towards the west, 53 degrees. Okay, well, I hope that makes sense. So let's have a go at three examples. So here are three examples, which I'd like you to have a go at. Work out the true bearing and compass heading. So pause the video now, have a go at those three questions, come back and we'll run through the answers. Okay, so how did you get on? Well, let's look at the first one. 53 degrees clockwise from west. So I'm moving towards a northerly direction. Now I've already gone all the way from north, all the way around, 3/4 of a circle, which is 270 degrees, and then I've gone a further 53. So I do 270 plus 53, which gives me a bearing, or a true bearing of 233 degrees. Now, I'm also going to be doing this as a compass heading. So I start at west, so I put a W. I'm going to move 53 degrees in a northerly direction because it's going clockwise. So it would be west, 53 degrees N. So W, 53 degrees north. Let's look at the second one. In this case, what we're going to be doing is 87 degrees anti-clockwise from east. So I'm starting east and I'm moving 87 degrees anti-clockwise. So I'm moving towards the north. The result is it's just away from north, so it's 0, 0, 3 degrees, noticing that I've got the three significant figures. To work out the compass heading, I start at east, so it would be E. I move 87 degrees, and because it's anti-clockwise, it's in a northerly direction, so it would be E, 87, N. Our last one, we're going to look at 65 degrees anti-clockwise from south. So I'm facing south, I'm going to move anti-clockwise. So basically I'm going to go 65 degrees. Now in this case, what I'm going to have to do is take this away from 90 and see what's left over. And I'm going to add 90 plus what's left over, which in this case is going to be 25 degrees. So 65 plus 25 makes 95. But remember, I'm moving 65 degrees from south. So that means I've only got a small portion, which is 25 degrees, which I'm going to add to the 90. So that will give me 115 degrees is my true bearing. To work out my compass heading, I'm facing south, so I put an S. I move 65 degrees, so I put 65. I'm going anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise will take me towards east, so I put an E. So it's S, S65 east. So S65E. So how did we do? Did we get them all right? Do hope you did. If you did, then you're going to have no problems putting the headings on for your directions. Okay, well, thank you for joining me. We will be working more on directions later on, where we'll start incorporating trigonometry into our vectors. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to you joining me again. Bye for now.